Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is Cause I'm Raw here, bringing you a deck profile. I went to the sneak peek today of Return of the Duelist. This is the mat. It has Champion Excalibur on it. I ran Dino Rabbit. I went 4-0. Got into the top. Lost 2. Then I won my 7th game. Pretty much. Yeah, my first duel was against Insectors, 2-0'd it. My second duel was against GBs, I 2-0'd it. Third matchup, I played another Insector, went to round 3. Fourth game, I played against, I forgot, some random deck. I can't remember. But pretty much I went 4-0. Oh yeah, round 4 I played against Gadgets. They had the little gear Gigante Exceed. It was pretty alright, 2-0 that. Then I played against Windups, lost. Then I played against Dragon, lost. Then I played Dark Worlds and ended up winning. But I'm gonna give you guys my deck profile. Like I said, I win 5 wins, 2 losses. First off, I played 2 rabbits. I feel 2 is better. Plus, I wanted to get early for the ban list because, you know, the ban list, rabbit's going to 2. So I decided to run it with 2. So yeah, 2 rabbits. I run, of course, 3 Cobblesols, 3 Sabersaurus to go along with the Dino Rabbit. I run the 3 tour guides. I don't know what I'm gonna run when tour guide gets to 2. Probably like a tour bus, but yeah, I run the Sangan. For consistency, I ran 3 Jirak Guivas because you know, I only run 2 rabbits, and plus this card, you know, whenever a rabbit goes to 2, it's gonna be like a must. So I ran 3 Guivas. For kind of techie, I ran 2 Thunder Kings. You know, it's pretty good. You know, you have a first turn. Half the time people set like a Sangan or something. You know, you could just run over it, no search. You know, it's pretty good. 19 beater. I ran double Veiler. I didn't run 3. 2 is good. I mean, those are the only hand traps I run is just 2 Veilers. I mean, it did pretty good. I mean, against Insectors at least. The other 2 cards I ran was Gores and Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper is really good. I think people should main this card. I mean, it really saves you a lot. But I ran it. It kind of saved me against Insectors. I had like a macro on the field with this in defense, and they couldn't really run over it. You know, they couldn't activate Hornet or nothing. You know, this card was just helped me, you know, draw a heavy and a dark, and then I had a rabbit, you know, Utopia raid. Not Utopia raid, but I summoned Utopia for game. But yeah, Sangan and Gores. I mean, Spirit Reaper and Gores. For traps, around the Solemn Brigade, you know, staples. I ran 2 comps. Comp is really good. I mean, it's gonna be a really good card. I mean, it really gets over a lot of exceeds, or, you know, if they're gonna exceed or anything, like, you know, this card's really good. Double Bottomless. You know, there's a lot of heroes. You know, it's good to have these in there. Dragons, especially. You know, or against like the mirror match. You know, I had them in there. They're good for centipedes too, but I don't think Insector is going to be played anymore because there's only going to be 1 Hornet and 1 centipede. I mean, 1 Dragonfly. So double Bottomless. I ran 1 Phoenix Chain and a Mirror Force. 1 Phoenix Chain because I already have 2 Veilers. I mean, this card is really like a stall. If you have it on the field, you know, you can't really Gores. You know, you can't really. I mean, with this card on the field, it kind of gets stuck to you. But yeah, I run Mirror Force and Phoenix Chain. For spells, I run Pot of Avarice, of course, Monster, Heavy, Book, Dark, Mind Control. Pretty much staples in the deck. I run 2 Lances, which was really good. It won me a lot of games today, especially against the Gadgets and the Dark Worlds. They really couldn't do anything. Or, like, I would summon my Rabbit, and they try to Torrential, and I'd Lance it, they clear the field. I mean, it's a really good card. And then, of course, 2 MSTs. You know, I don't like running 3. 2 is good. I mean, you know, you have a heavy, and then you got, you know, all them other cards that can negate spell and traps, but like Logia. But I run two Misties. For the extra deck, I ran two Logias. All you need is two, really. I ran two Dalkas. You know, of course you need it. It really helped me a lot in Insectors. First turn, Dragons, you know. They would set a Sangan and I'd have this and just run over it. They can't do nothing, attack directly. They do Gores, you know. Can't really do nothing. I ran two Utopias. You know, sometimes, you know, you really need a Utopia. If one of them gets bottomless, you have a second one. And to go along with it, you also got Utopia Ray. It actually won me Utopia Ray actually won me a duel today. I was going up against Sectors. I ended up heavy storming, so they had nothing. I had a Dimensional Fissure in my hand with a rabbit. Activate Dimensional Fissure, so, you know, nobody can, they couldn't Veiler me or nothing like that. And then I summon, you know, rabbit, get two vanillas, went for Utopia Ray, took all three of them out. He was at 19, I was at 200 life points, and I attacked for game. I mean, the card is really useful. Of course, you know, Levere. I only run one. One is good. One to get your rabbit back. One Zenmains. I mean, you know, it's a really good card. I mean, it helps you out sometimes when you have nothing. I mean, either they could comp it and you're like, fuck, but if they don't have comp, I mean, it's pretty good. Leviathan, you know, just under the target for threes. You know, I mean, it's pretty good. I can't even pronounce this dude's name, but I run this Photon right here. It's pretty good. I mean, if you're trying to push for a game, level 4, flip it an attack. It loses, you know, attack, you know, and then, you know, attack or whatever. I mean, it's pretty good. Tempo, you know, of course, gets over a lot of stuff. I mean, this card's really good. 1 Giga, you know, you summon this while you have, you know, Logia or Dalkia. It's really hard for them to run over them. You know, I mean, it keeps giving them 300, you know, for 2 turns, giving them an extra 600. That puts your, you know, Logia at 3K, you know, puts your Dalkia at 29. I mean, it's pretty good. And I ran Wind Up Zeinmeister, you know, in case they want to, like, side, you know, put, you know, Rivalry of the Warlords or whatever. I can go for this. You know, I mean, it's not bad, but, you know, it's better to do this because, you know, your vanillas will get destroyed if you don't use them. So I'll run one of those. And then last card, of course, you know, Chimera Tech. I knew to run this card today because everybody was going to be running that gear shit. So this actually helped me win in game 2. He had a Machina Fortress on the field with a gear frame. You know, I had a Sangan. I tributed Sangan to get Cyber Dragon, searched a rabbit. Then I got this, then attacked him for 3,000. He couldn't come back because, you know, he had nothing. And the next turn I was going to Logia to stop whatever he had because I had a rabbit. You know, so that was pretty good. For the side deck, pretty much staples. Soul Takers, you know, for dragons. You know, pretty much staples. 2 Electroviruses, you know, Machinas. You know, they take over machines or I think it was dragons, right? Yeah, machine or dragons. I mean, it's pretty good card. I mean, nothing to say. Of course, 2 Cyber Dragons because I run the Chimera Tech. It's good against GBs. You know, it's good against the Machina, which I knew they were gonna run today. I ran 2D Crows, you know, for all the other decks that are out there, Insectors, Dark World in case I had them. You know, D Crows are dragons. You know, D Crows are a really good card. I ran 2 D Crows. I ran 1 Chain Disappearance. You know, 1 is good. I don't know why people run more than 1 in their side, but 1 was good. You know, for Dragonfly, for Hornet. You know, other decks out there too. They, you know, just activate this and they get removed, and you get to plus because you look at their hand. I ran 2 macros for pretty much everything and 2 D-Fissures. You know, it's a pretty good card against dragons and sectors. It wasn't really good against windups, but these cards were really good side. I mean, I don't know about maining them, but they're pretty good. And then my last two cards were 2DPs. I ran 2DPs for, you know, E-Heroes or like beatdown decks, dragon decks. You know, I would side this in, you know, because they don't really have like a lot of destruction. So, you know, they'd summon and attack. I just DP. So, that's it for my deck. Like I said, I went to locals today for the sneak peek, got the mat, ended up going top 4. We decided to split. I mean, it was getting late anyway. It was like around 7. We decided to split, but like I said, I went 5 and 2. I mean, not too shabby. I mean, but yeah, that's my deck profile. I'll catch you guys later.